What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to our Giants franchise rebuild. And we are going up against the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams, with Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. This team is loaded, and just 2 weeks ago, we beat the #1 seed in the AFC in the final week of the regular season that got us to this point today, and that team was the Tennessee Titans. But today, Frank Donk and Daniel Jones, this New York Giants roster without their offensive MVP, Gary Brightwell, will have to get a win on the road against the reigning Super Bowl champions. If we look at the playoff bracket, we are going up against the Rams. The Washington Commanders are going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then we have the Steelers going up against the Chiefs and the Titans going up against the 6th seed Dolphins. But it all starts today with Frank Donk. There have been a lot of gameplay changes because of the recent patch to Madden. I had to wait a few days to get everything up and going before I could actually play this game. And I'm kind of worried because they did change. There's a gameplay update. So the way the game plays, they modded it. It's different. I have no idea how it's going to be. It will play a little differently than what we're used to, and that kind of worries me because we're going up against the Rams 12-5. This could get bad quick because it always takes you time to adjust from every Madden, from one year to another, just because sometimes it changes in the play style. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's see if it's a little tougher for me this week. So our weekly strategy, I wonder what we need to do against the Rams here. They have a lot of good success running it, but passing it, I think, is really what we need to worry about here. I mean, yeah, defending the short pass, Matthew Stafford is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, had a great postseason last year. And of course, I mean, I think we have to stop. I don't know. Do they blitz a lot? I mean, zone blitz, 31%. Yeah, they do blitz quite a lot. So maybe blitz counter is what we need to do. All right, so injuries, we had none on defense. Luckily, right? We're going to need that. But on offense, we had a big one. We'll scroll down here. You see a complete MCL tear for Kadarius Toney, our only deep threat, and he is out. So that means we'll be without Kadarius Toney. We are going to be without Saquon, Gary Brightwell. That hurts big time. Going up against probably our toughest team so far, but we do have, that's what the rookies are there for. Darius Slayton's going to have to step it up. And that's just all there is to that. But it would not be a Giants playthrough without a difficult divisional playoff game. And you know what time it is. Let's get ready to rumble. No one saw it coming. The New York Football Giants are taking on the defending Super Bowl champs, the LA Rams. Daniel Jones and this formidable rushing attack led by Gary Brightwell, who is no longer on the team, has a tough matchup against Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, and Matthew Stafford. The Rams versus the Giants. Coming up, we've got the Divisional NFL playoff game on the way. So it looks like we're kicking it off. You will notice that we do not have the Fox mod in right now. They are trying to get that corrected too. That patch that came out for the franchise is a good thing that Madden is continually updating franchise because it needs it. It was a big one and it interfered with a lot of the mods. So hopefully if we get a win today, the next video or maybe the Super Bowl, we will have it. You see Matthew Stafford, 34 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, almost 4,500 yards through the air. He is the key to this Rams offense, and it's on New York, led by two good rookies, Kayvon Thibodeau and Drake Jackson, to try to stop the day. Cam Akers in the backfield. First snap of the day goes straight to Cam Akers, and Drake Jackson, that rookie we just mentioned, will tackle Cam after picking up a gain of 6. Sean McVay, one of the youngest coaches in the NFL. Well, at one time, not anymore. A dominating coach trying to get a dynasty just like the Patriots did all those years ago. As we see the Rams hand it back off to Cam Akers, but it's stopped by Jenkins for, I think, actually a loss. No, they're going to say it was just for a gain of 0. This brings up a 3rd down and 4. Big 3rd down for New York Giants defense. If they can get a stop and get the ball back here, they can potentially take a lead. And there's Cooper Kupp up the seam all by himself for a gain of 23 yards. And you hear the crowd going loud, and that is not what Frank Dog wants to see. If Cooper Kupp is able to just get free against this defense, it will be a long, long day for New York. Cam Akers running it to the outside, picking up a little bit more yardage. The inactives for the Giants, there's a lot of key names: Barkley, Howard, Tony, and Leonard Williams. 3 of them are offensive players, so it's going to be hard. If the Rams can move the ball down the field and pick up points on the Giants, it's going to be very hard for the Giants to keep up with this high-powered offense. We got a receiver in motion, fake, play action, got a little pressure by Matthew Stafford there, and he runs 3 all the way to the about 17-yard line. 2 big 23-yard pickups, 1 on the ground and 1 in the air, both by Matthew Stafford. Has the Rams inside the 20 in the red zone, looking to score on their opening drive. 8 minutes left to go in this first quarter. As Akers is stopped for a pickup of 3. Goal for the Giants this week was to stop the short passing of Sam Darnold, but it looks like the Rams keyed in on that, and they're doing a heavy dosing of running. As we've got a 3rd down and 6. We actually got a guy out of position. Julian Love needs to get over here. I hate playing pass coverage. We're going to blitz. There's Dexter Lawrence coming in, breaking up the pass. Matthew Stafford has to get rid of it, and that will force LA to kick a field goal. A good stop by the defense of New York, who the Rams are rolling, but they only give up 3. Bend but don't break, been the motto all season for New York, and it holds true here as we are going to get ready to see Daniel Jones and this offense. Can they match LA or possibly take a lead? Daniel Jones, the guy with the most pressure on him here today. 18 touchdowns, 13 interceptions on the season. Does not eclipse 3,000 yards passing. The name of the game for New York is ball control. Run the ball, don't turn it over. Methodical drives, prevent the other offense from holding the ball too long. But with James White, I said, what did I say, Sony Michel? But with Gary Brightwell out today, it's going to be a heavy dose of James White along with Devontae Booker, the only 2 running backs on the active roster today. As you see, James White gets that first carry for 10 yards. Nice look there for the Giants, and I don't think they get it. 3rd down and inches. You can bet to see that Frank Dog, it's been their motto all season against this vaunted defense with Von Miller and Aaron Donald. It's going to be tough to continuously run the ball, but they think that they can do it as they pick up a 1st down there. But you might see, because of Gary Brightwell and Saquon, you might see a few more passing attempts by Daniel Jones. As you see one here, he's got nowhere to go. The pocket is collapsing around him, and he gets taken down. Joseph Day, the defensive tackle for the Rams, is hurt on the play, but I think that was Von Miller who gets credited with the sack, and that makes this a 2nd and 19. Daniel Jones, so often we see him escape out of the pocket and try to pick up a 1st down, as that is dumped off to Kyle Rudolph, in for the hurt O.J. Howard. But Daniel Jones had no room to get out of the pocket on that first play of the drive there, and he gets sacked. Brings up a 3rd down and 6, a little bit more manageable shotgun set. James White out to the left. Thrown to Kyle Rudolph, and he gets the 1st down. Ball at the 50. Daniel Jones looking good, 2 for 2. Holding strong against this vaunted LA Rams defense. Daniel Jones scrambling out. We've got a wide open Johnson there, and he catches that all the way to the 20-yard line. Daniel Jones 3 for 4 for 52 yards, a 30-yard reception. Johnson in today for the hurt. Johnson is in for the hurt Kadarius Toney, who tore a complete tear his MCL. I don't think he will be back for the rest of the season. A huge loss to an explosive receiver for New York. 3rd down and 7. New York looking to take the lead, at very least answer here. Crowd getting loud. We got 3 minutes left in the first quarter. ball snapped. It's thrown to Johnson once again, who goes up for it on Jalen Ramsey, and it is incomplete. A ballsy throw by Daniel Jones to throw it to the best corner in the NFL, but it comes down as just an incompletion. Graham Gano, who is perfect in the postseason, makes the field goal. We got a 3-3 game. After New York answers and ties this game 3-3, Matthew Stafford and the offense is back out, ball on the 38. A lot of running by LA here early. I really wasn't expecting that. As you see, Cam Akers with his 7th rushing attempt of the day. We're only in the first quarter. That means he's on pace for almost 30 touches on the day as Darrell Henderson's in. This ball's thrown out to the right and almost intercepted. Matthew Stafford's got to be careful. He has been known to give up a few interceptions here or there, taking chances. He's also been known to take over games. As we got a 3rd down and 5. Cam Akers back in. Robert Woods is in the slot here. Little play action and wide open. Jefferson. We got Alex Woods hurting a play who's going through the field. Man, just you worry about Cooper Kupp. You worry about Robert Woods and Vance Jefferson there with a big catch. 25 yards gets LA the ball on the 25, and we've got Drake Jackson there for a stop. He's, I think, had 4 tackles already on the day. Yeah, 4 tackles. Broken ribs for Alex Woods, so the injuries continue for New York. 2nd down and 11. We got 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Shotgun set. We got Akers and Henderson beside Matthew Stafford as he dumps that off to Robert Woods, who picks up 4 on the play. Got a 3rd down and 6 here as LA is looking to try to answer. Matthew Stafford, that's my guy. Robert Woods for a touchdown. Matthew Stafford was rolling out to the left. He pulls us in and he throws a touchdown. 3rd down and 6 for this New York Giants offense. I have a feeling that we'll have to convert a lot of these in this game. We have to be successful on 3rd downs if we want to keep pace with LA's defense, or really offense. That's thrown off to Kyle Rudolph, who slips a tackle and gets the 1st down. Huge move by Kyle Rudolph. Was not expecting that. Was really just trying to get rid of it, pick up some yards, and saw what happened, but very good move by Kyle Rudolph. Gives New York a 1st down and new life on this drive. James White with some good carries now. 7 rushes, 28 yards, 4 yards a clip. Good for someone who comes off the street. Frank Donk in the press conference this week says that he got James White because of his playoff experience. And so far, it's coming up big. Devontae Booker with his first rush of the day for no, they're not going to say a 1st down. 3rd and inches again. What will happen? Can LA stop New York? And they do! Oh my goodness. Joseph Day again in for a huge tackle for a loss. Do we dare go for it? On the 48, it's 2nd and 2. It's 4th and 2. I think we do. I think we go for it. I think we try to pick up this 1st down. This might be a bad call, but it's early. If we hold them, we probably shouldn't have done. We probably shouldn't go for this. We're still going to do it. Whatever. Booker sheds a tackle. He breaks forward. He gets it almost to the 40. We get it. Devontae Booker with a 10-yard pickup. Shedding another huge tackle. That's twice. That's complete luck, right? I mean, we don't get to decide if we break those tackles or not. Good play by Devontae Booker. Daniel Jones moves the guy in motion in the rushing attack for New York. Showing to be a little successful here today against this LA Rams defense as James White pushes forward for a gain of 7. Oh, nice run, James White. Even with the stacked box by LA, James White is able to pick up a nice chunk of yardage. The crowd's quieting down here in LA. They know that New York is here to play today. They thought maybe they'd get a freebie. Oh, got a pass rusher on Daniel Jones, and he has to get rid of it. Not sure who that was. Might have been a linebacker. 2nd down and 10. That's thrown underneath to James White, who's been a primary guy in this offense as Charles Cross is hurt once again. We're going to take a chance. Oh, Kenny Galladay dropped it. If that was Kadarius Toney, I think he would have held on to that. Huge drop by Kenny Galladay, which would have been a touchdown. Now we've got a 3rd down and 9. Now Von Miller comes off that blitz there on the left side. We're throwing this super quick to Colin Johnson. We just got to watch him, see what he does. Yep, there it is. Oh, I didn't throw it quick enough. It doesn't. Oh, he dropped it. No. That's 2 huge drops by New York wide receivers, which would have tied the game. We've got a 10-6 game here in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 5 here for LA Rams after 2 rushing attempts by them. New York holds, only giving up 5 yards. We got a 3rd down and 5 here. Oh my goodness, Xavier McKinney! What an interception! A huge turnover. We talked about that earlier. Matthew Stafford has been known to give up some interceptions, and there was a huge one, giving New York the ball inside the 30 and a chance to take a lead. Man, what a good jump by Xavier McKinney. We've got a big old lineman in motion. James White gets this carry, and he picks up 5. Oh, man, we have nowhere to go. Aaron Donald, 2nd sack of the day for LA. Oh man, huge sack that we cannot do play action bootlegs. We just don't have that much time. 3rd down and 14 for New York. Let's just dump this off. James White. I thought maybe we could break a tackle. And LA holds. After the interception, they hold up their end of the deal. Matthew Stafford shaking his head, very happy there. Oh, did we miss this field goal? All right, so it's like nothing happened. We missed the field goal. They did an interception. We're basically in the same spot. 1st down and 10 for LA. There's Kayvon Thibodeau with a sack. He came on strong for New York the last half of the season. And I think that's his 2nd playoff sack. So we've got the 2-minute warning, 2nd down and 21. Will LA just be happy with the lead and try to run it? It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. New York will call a timeout. LA will punt it. Adoree Jackson in to return this. He's going to try to get a good return here. Maybe to the 50. Oh, sheds a tackle. Spins. Gets lost in the shuffle there, but gets it to the 46. Close enough. 17-yard return for Adoree Jackson. When he's been healthy, he's actually been a really good punt returner. Ball on the 46. Daniel Jones in this offense looking to try to get something going here. And there's Daniel Jones, the first time today that we have seen him take off, and he is taking this all the way to the 23. A 31-yard rushing attempt by Daniel Jones. A huge pickup of 31 yards, gets them back into field goal range. You got a minute 30 and a chance to take the lead before halftime. There's Aaron Donald in as Jalen Ramsey's hurt for New York, maybe, potentially. That's dumped off. James White, who jukes one defender, tries to juke another and then gets stopped. We don't want them to have much time. Tried to run again, and man, they are swarming. Graham Gano, 2 for 3 on the day. Can he make it? 3 for 4. The kick is up, and it is good. 2 quarters left remaining. After that, one of these teams will be going home for the remainder of the season, and the next team will be going up either against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Washington Commanders. Who will it be? We've got 2 quarters to find out. As we see down there, Tennessee actually beat Miami, so Tennessee moves on to the championship game. Haven't even been actually paying attention to any of those scores. We'll have to keep an eye on that. New York offense gets the ball to start the second half. Pittsburgh beat Kansas City, so we got Pittsburgh against Tennessee. That's interesting. Ball snapped. And pressure on Daniel Jones. Not only pressure, we had no one to throw it to. They've had some good coverage against us. As Tampa Bay beats Washington, so the winner of this game will go and face Washington. If New York wins, they will be playing in Tampa. And if LA wins, Tampa will have to come here to try to beat them. As we've got a 3rd down and 7. New York trying to move the ball down the field and get a first down, potentially score some points. We've got some more room for Daniel Jones, who scrambles down after picking up about 10. We've seen New York kind of abandon the running attack here in the second and now third quarter, doing a lot more passing, I guess, because Jalen Ramsey's out. They feel like they have some type of matchup. Daniel Jones dumps that down to James White, but we've talked about this all season. You don't want to put the ball in Daniel Jones's hands. You want to rely on his feet and the rushing attack to get you the win. Third down and 3. Yet again, New York's going to have to continue, as we talked about, to convert on these. That's thrown to, oh my God, Devontae Booker dropped it wide open with space to run. He had to get a ran all day. New York's offense has left a lot of points on the board by drops by their wide receivers. But now LA has a chance to answer, and potentially, as Matthew Stafford has time to run it. Pocket collapsing around Stafford, and that's the second time we've seen him take off and run for a huge chunk of yardage. 19-yard pickup, and they get a first down. First and 10, ball on the 39. Got to watch Cooper here. That's thrown up in the air and broken up. Matthew Stafford, 7 for 12, 160 yards, and that interception that resulted in no points. An actual missed field goal by Graham Gano. LA trying to move this ball down the field, extend their 1-point lead, and that's dumped down in a flat to Akers. Another drop, man. There's been some drops in this game, so Matthew Stafford trying to throw it. I think that was Tyler Higbee. He drops it, and they have to force, or they have to kick it. Oh, nice run, James White. I thought we had an alley to go. 12-yard pickup by James White gets them out of their end zone, gives them some room to breathe. And you see, New York has more offensive yards than LA so far in this game, yet they lose. They're losing, I mean. They've had an opportunity to score 2 touchdowns, and they just missed on them. And they've had a missed extra point. I mean, this game could probably be like 17, 20 to 10. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Second down to 4. Devontae Booker in motion. Daniel Jones all by himself here. We throw this over to Kenny Golladay in the slot, and he picks up the first down. Third down and 5 for New York, ball on the 37. Time to convert again. Ball snapped. I don't know who. Oh, we got a flag on the play. It's probably holding. Roughing the passer. Who is that on? Leonard Floyd coming off the right edge, roughing the passer. A huge penalty, gives New York life and gives them a first down. Ball on the 48 now. That's dropped off to Johnson. A little bubble screen, and he picks up about 8. Bubble screen again. Colin Johnson running it twice, and I think we pick up 8 yards again. Oh, James White with some room to run to the outside, and we pick up the first down. James White averaging 4 yards a carry. He was just eating potato chips on the couch last week, and he gets called into some NFC divisional action. Kyle Rudolph open. Oh! Kenny Golladay picks it up and runs it in for a touchdown. What? I have to watch this again. Off the hands, Kenny Galladay's right there. You know, sometimes you see these happen. I've seen like highlights and clips that look, Daniel Jones is like, thank you. And they look so unrealistic. But I gotta admit, that one looked good. I mean, if we watch this one more time, I could see that happening, right? Kenny Golladay one is open, but he's looking inside. So he sees this, it bounces off his hands, and he just happens to be there. There's no weird animation there, nothing. That was actually pretty fluid. I'm not mad with that. Can New York get the 2-point conversion and go up by 7? Oh, they give it to us. Man, we got lucky back-to-back plays. New York is up by, Charles Cross is hurt again. We might have to trade him. He's staying hurt way too often. LA now inside New York territory after some good runs and a good pass by Matthew Stafford. We got a first down and 10, ball on the 43. We only got 30 seconds left in the third quarter. To Kayvon Thibodeau playing nose tackle right there, stops Cam Akers from only picking up 1 yard on the play. We've got about 5 seconds left in the quarter. Will New York or LA try to get a play off? No, they won't. So this is what makes New York so tough. Here we are. LA has only scored 10 points. They have not had the ball very much at all, really. They've had one interception, but they haven't turned the ball over. They've ran it a lot, and it's shortened the game. New York with a 7-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Ball in the 37 as Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams offense looks to answer, and that's thrown to Tyler Higbee, who was on James Bradbury. We have an injury time out, but they pick up the first down. Tyler Higbee with his first catch for 11 yards. James Bradbury with his second tackle of the day. And that's almost intercepted again by Xavier McKinney. Matthew Stafford trying to fit these in some tight windows as New York plays a lot of zone. LA does a lot of underneath passing, and we're seeing both of those collide right here. That's thrown up and almost intercepted again. Matthew Stafford gets hit while trying to release it. I couldn't tell exactly who that was. It might have been Hughes Jr. What do we have? Dump underneath to Higbee, and he falls forward after picking up 8. Here they are trying to go for it. I think this matchup favors LA here as they've got both of their good wide receivers in man-to-man who can beat just about anybody. And they do a play action, and there's Blake Martinez coming in with the sack. The second turnover forced by New York. And Daniel Jones has a chance with his offense to extend this lead by more than 7 and make this a 2-score lead. All right, third down and 18 after the Daniel Jones sack. And LA is trying. Oh, crap. We've got everybody coming down. Von Miller, Aaron Donald. Jesus. Third down and 8 for the Rams here. New York trying to prevent them from tying the game. Matthew Stafford in the pocket looking to try to find somebody. He's scrambling out to the left. And there is McKinney with a sack. He's got 1 sack and 1 interception, right? It's going to be hard for LA to come back here, so this is do or die for them. We'll sit in that pocket. Darius Slayton breaking 2 tackles. And then gets stopped by Williams after picking up a gain of 6. Got a little screen out to the left. We've got blockers. Devontae Booker. Devontae Booker picks up a big gain of about 15. Stump this down. Devontae Booker holds on to it that time. Just tries to shed a tackle, but then gets stopped. 4th down and 3. Man, I want to go for it so bad. But we're going to trust Graham Gano. He's 3 for 4 on the day. And it's good as New York. We're up by 10. It's all in our defense. Can we hold? Graham Gano only missing 1 field goal so far in the postseason. He had a very, very rough regular season, but so far so good. So we are down to 2 minutes here left in the game. LA, Matthew Stafford trying to extend their season here. Pocket is collapsing around Sam Darnold, and he just has to get rid of it. 14 for 24, 178 yards. LA not throwing the ball much. They relied so much on rushing the ball at the beginning of the game. And it seems like Matthew Stafford's not been able to find a rhythm, and he finds a rhythm that time. Getting to Cooper Kupp, who gets the first down, but remember, we've got 2 minutes left here. 2 minutes left. Can LA do the unthinkable and come back down by 10? And Kayvon Thibodeau says no. His second sack of the day makes us a 2nd down and 19. LA hurries up, tries to snap this one, throws it underneath the Cam Akers, but Jenkins is there to make the tackle. LA can still go down and kick a field goal, try to get a onside kick and score the touchdown, and that's complete to Robert Woods for a 1st down, or they might just go ahead and try to score here. Depends on how much time's being ran off. They only got a minute left, and Cooper Kupp is wide open. James Bradbury gets beat, and they're inside the 5. 49 seconds left in the game. It's quick snap. It's thrown, and it's in. It is always dropped by Robert Woods. Ball on the 3. They're going to look to pass it again. Matthew Stafford trying to find somebody. Rolls out to his left. Is continuing to run, and he tries to get in, and they're going to give it to him. He's hurt, but they're going to give him the touchdown. So it all comes down to the onside kick. Can LA do the impossible? Can they recover an onside kick? Here we go. Here is the game. It's underway. Oh, and Darius Slayton picks it up, but he fumbled it a little bit. But it looks like New York will have a chance to win it. And New York has done what no one thought they could do. They come in and beat the defending Super Bowl champions without Saquon, without Kadarius Toney, without Leonard Williams, without O.J. Howard. This guy carries his team, that's Daniel Jones, to the NFC Championship game where they are going to go up against Tampa Bay. All right, guys, so I advanced the week. Let's look at the playoff bracket. The 9-8 New York Giants going up against the 9-8 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Tom Brady. As my puppies over here wanting to get rubbed, we've got the Tennessee Titans going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, as the Steelers just absolutely cruise against the Kansas City Chiefs. So do the Titans. Both teams with, commanding victories. So we got the tale of two different halves in both the NFC and AFC, right? We've got the number 1 and number 2 seed going up against each other, and we've got the number 6 and 7 seed going up against each other in the NFC. So it looks like the AFC's primed to win the Super Bowl, but you can't count out Daniel Jones, Frank Donk, and this New York Giants offense. We've got a tough one coming up. If you enjoyed that, if you want us to win, hit that like button, and I will catch everybody on the next one.